Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Hey, real quick here, I just have a message. I was just going to and again, this is informational. Texas, we have approximately about 30 million people in the state of Texas. Make sure you can hear me there. We have approximately 30 million people in the state of Texas. Okay. And I think currently our National Guard has approximately 12,000 people. Think about that for a second. Hey, do me a favor before I really get going here. Hit that subscribe button so I can keep the information coming to you and giving you little tidbits to help make our nation, our country better, and even the community. Again, hit the subscribe button so I can get my viewership up, getting some very good feedback. My numbers are going up. I appreciate it, but want to keep it moving. If I get to a certain number and I can get the YouTube channel, I can reach more people with more information and build our base up. But again, Texas approximately, let's say roughly approximately 30 million people, but we have approximately 12,000 uh, Texas Army National Guard members. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just not going to cut it. There's no way, in the weasy way around it. That is just not going to cut it. So we got to figure it out. The leadership needs to figure out how do we fix this, because if we have multiple disasters in Texas, we need to be able to go from El Paso to Tyler to Corpus Christi back up to Amarillo. You see what I'm getting at? Those are different regions and they're probably the 4 or 5 hours apart. So we need to figure this thing. We need leadership to start looking at this like, hey, you know, we need to get ahead of we need to stop being reactive again. I've had this conversation before. We need to stop being reactive and start being proactive and say, okay, based upon the people per capita per ratio that we have, what is a sufficient number of personnel? I don't know that number, but of course they can reach out to a company and do the study and pay for the study to get done with taxpayer monies to ensure our citizens in Texas remain safe, or in matters of natural disasters, we can respond to multiple disasters at one simultaneously. Right now, I think that's not going to happen. It's impossible. We're going to drop the ball. Something happens in San Antonio, flash flooding. We got to go rescue some people. A wildfire in Midland, and you have something in Amarillo, something in Houston, something in Dallas. We just don't have enough people to put those fires out. I'm not saying we have to put all those fires out, but 12,000 service members, even with the volunteers of the Texas the Air Guard, is just not enough to meet the demand of a natural disaster. And we get tornadoes on a regular basis, a flash flooding on a regular basis. And I think we need to just, even with COVID, we had service members, guard members out working, which is good because they're in the community. They live in those communities. So um, I think we need the leadership of Texas need to really look at that. So definitely reach out to your local state senator, your state representative, and say, hey, what are y'all doing about the 30 million? What are you doing to protect the 30 million citizens of Texas against natural disasters? If we should have multiple natural disasters at one time, we only have a max of 12,000 service members. I mean, that just, again, logistically, it's impossible, to be honest with you. Logistically, it's next to impossible. Anything's possible, but it's going to be very, very thin pick, very thin pickings, slim pickings, very, very slim pickings. And then how are they going to decide who goes where? That's another issue. So, with that being said, hey, just reach out to your local state representatives, who they are. That you got your voters registration card. If you haven't registered to vote, please register to vote. Um, your state representative, your state senator, your lieutenant governor, your governor. Just make sure you register to vote. All your information is there. Your county commissioners, your school board members, uh, state school board of education member. You know who these people are. They're making decisions for your kid and with your life on a daily basis. So we got to be more proactive in that. But again, this video is about Texas Army National Guard not really having sufficient numbers to meet multiple natural disasters in Texas, and not just about natural disasters, but I consider the pandemic a natural disaster. And thank God, they were helping distribute food and things throughout the state. But I know there were some places they just couldn't get to. They just didn't have the resources logistically to make it happen. But we need to definitely make sure our leadership understands that concern, and we need to start getting more people enlisted into that Texas Army National Guard or volunteering or something to that effect. Um, I mean, it's a good way to pay for college. I did it myself at 17 years old, so there's nothing wrong with it. I think we have to make those hard choices, and then I think on the backside, you're going to see what the benefits are of those great decisions you make. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll keep videos coming to you much as I can. And if you have any questions, just email me, hit me back, let me know what you think. If I can talk about something specific to your situation or concern, hey, let me know and let me dig into it. Let me do some research, okay? But thank you for your time again. This is Byron Bradford. I'm signing out. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend and be safe. If it's raining, turn around, don't drown. But again, hit that subscribe button for me, please. I'm trying to get to a certain number, and we're going to get there eventually. But keep the content coming. Hey, have a great day.